Marcel, where are you going with that disc? You are not putting that on again. Marcel, okay, if you press that button, you are in very, very big trouble.
Attention. Everybody stop what you're doing. It's time for The Unwritten Rule, a Mizzou sports podcast brought to you by the Believe Network, alongside Payton Haverman and Kenny Van Doren. Here is your host, Jack Knowlton.
Welcome back to The Unwritten Rule, presented by FanDuel. Today is Monday, August 24th. Peyton and I are here. We have a two-man booth for part of the show. We will have Kenny for quick hits. Peyton, how are you, sir?
I'm good. Solid,
Hanging in there.
It's Sunday at the time of recording, so.
And at the time you're listening to this, it is week 0 of college football. We've made it.
Yeah. I'm not that excited for week 0. It doesn't really do it for me.
You're not excited for USC San Jose State? I saw an ad for that for next Saturday, I think.
No, what other game? I know TCU plays, right?
Yeah, is the NC State Virginia Tech, the fabled Brazil game that was supposed to happen? Does that?
No,
I don't remember if that's week 0.
Charlottesville.
Yeah, now it got moved. I don't remember if that's week 0, but
it is. I'm looking at it now.
Okay.
Week 0. Unless this is week 1 and ESPN's just not showing me it.
North Carolina, TCU in Dublin, USC, San Jose State, Jacksonville State, North Dakota State, Sac State and Eastern Michigan, Hawaii, Stanford, New Mexico State at Florida State, and Memphis and UNLV. What joy!
Yeah, I'm amped.
That's one of the slates of all time. But there is football back this week, and we are on the penultimate position preview for Mizzou as it gets to start the season, as it usually does with a Thursday game against Arkansas Pine Bluff. But we're on the ultimate one, or penultimate one. We're going to talk secondary today. Our last one, of course, is running back, which we have saved and saved for good reason, because there was, another small Ahmad Hardy update from Pete Thamel recently that I'm sure everyone has seen.
I don't know that one's small.
I mean, it is big. I don't know, Peyton. I never really thought he was going to be back for the start of the season.
Right, but I don't know that we had a firm timetable one way or the other, but we'll get to it.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a little bit, but we're going to talk DBs first for now. This is a position, Peyton, that's been weirdly pretty good in terms of some players that have come out of it, even though I feel like I've gone into almost every season besides maybe the second Ennis and Chris Abrams drain year when they were both the starting corners, like kind of worried about how the DBs would do. So I have a list. These are all guys in the NFL still, floating around. Chris Abrams drain with the Broncos, Ennis Rakestraw with the Lions, Toriano Pride with the Bills, Dalen Carnell with the Steelers, Stephen Hall's on the Texans. I learned that like a couple days ago. Jalen Carlisle's with the Colts. Caleb Evans is on the Panthers, and Dre Norwood is a free agent right now, but he was with the Rams. So it's a pretty good alumni class, from the Drinkwitz era of guys that have made it to the NFL playing either the corner or safety position. But we want to talk about the guys who are going to play the corner or safety position this year. Payne, I'm going to challenge you. You can just try and name as many as you can. We don't have Kenny here to go back and forth, but would you like to try and knock out the entire room? How many do you think you can get?
I don't even really know how many are in. I'll make Kenny proud right off the bat with Graham Faust.
Graham Faust is one of 6 freshmen coming in at this point, in the secondary.
Yeah, we got Jackson Hancock.
Jackson Hancock is there
at safety.
Yep.
CJ Bass is going to be there.
3 tackles last year for Hancock. CJ Bass, 4 tackles and a pass deflection for Mizzou in 2025.
Oh, God, they got 3 scholarship freshmen. at the safety spot. Caden McGregory is 1.
Jaden McGregory is the second highest rated defensive back in Mizzou's class, number 460 overall in 2026.
Gosh, Star probably counts as safety. There's going to be like 50 kids in this position group.
I only did the guys on the roster that are either titled cornerback or safety. So
Elijah Dotson, Trajan Greco.
Elijah Dotson is there, transfer from Michigan. Trajan Greco is there. He had 7 tackles in 2025.
Yeah, I bet he plays a lot this year. Santana Banner.
Santana Banner is the leading returner in terms of stats at Mizzou. Coming back, 59 tackles, 3 pass deflections, and a pick for Santana Banner last year.
Yeah. Jadon Blair.
Jadon Blair is there, of course. 1 tackle at Notre Dame, young player. Dotson, by the way, had 11 tackles and a pick at Michigan. One of the 6 transfers in this room.
Did I say CJ Bass?
You did.
Okay, I did. Kensley Loiter Faustin.
Kinsley Luidor Faustin is there. 20 tackles, couple pass deflections, a sack, and a pick at Auburn last year. The Robert Woodyard package, him and Faustin, or Luidor Faustin.
Supposed to include Horatio Fields as well. Oh man, I'm still missing like 40 safeties, I feel like.
I love how you do go straight for the like deep cuts and don't just knock out the big ones right away. Like your guys' strategy with that is very funny.
I'm gonna move to corners. I'll see if I can remember any of the other safeties. Corners, we got Nasir Pogue. I bet he's still around.
Nasir Pogue had 1 tackle last year. He is in his last year of eligibility at Mizzou.
Yeah, that adds up. Cameron Keys.
2 tackles and a pass deflection last season.
Let's knock out the Oregon Ducks. Sione Laole and
Laule, I think is right.
Jaleel Florence.
27 tackles, a pass deflection, a sack, and a pick. Laule, 7 tackles, 2 pass deflections. They, of course, both came over from Oregon, like you said.
Nick DeLoach.
The second leading returner in terms of stats from the secondary with 8 tackles and pass deflection. This defense lost a lot of people.
Jackson Gates.
Jackson Gates is the highest rated recruit in the room. He was listed a 4-star, the 261st overall prospect.
Chris Graves.
I have these categorized, by the way, so if you want returners, transfers, or freshmen that you have left, I can tell you. You just got the last transfer, Chris Graves Jr. 33 tackles, 4 pass deflections, and a forced fumble at Ole Miss. One of the gems of this transfer class for Mizzou.
That is probably it for all the corners that I know off the top of my head.
You have 5 more names. I'm very impressed.
In corner or just
total? Just in general.
Total. Okay.
There's 1 corner and 4 safeties. Sorry.
4 safeties.
1 corner and 3 safeties. You have 4 left. I miscounted.
1 corner, 3 safeties.
Yep.
Didn't you say I had 5?
You had 4. I miscounted.
Okay. Who am I missing safety wise?
You have 1 returner who did not actually appear in a game last year and 2 freshmen.
At safety?
At safety, who are listed as safeties.
Returner?
Returner. I believe he is a returner.
Hancock, Bass.
Don't think you'll get it for whatever it's worth.
So this guy's a sophomore?
He is listed as a sophomore. He has nothing on his bio, but he is a sophomore. So I
like Mizzou has nothing for his bio?
Correct.
Okay, who is this?
It is
that guy that matters.
Maddox Hemmerstroff. Have you ever heard of Maddox Hemmerstroff? Nope. Let me see if he's on the 2025 roster. I didn't actually check. He was the 1 returner. The other 3 are freshmen, if you want me to tell you that more.
3 freshmen.
Maddox Hemmerstroff was on the team last year.
3 freshmen. Oh, I remember 1 because it was like really out of nowhere. He's like from Texas. And he was going to go to Utah maybe. What's his name? It's got like kind of a generic name.
Kenny is screaming at his television right now.
It's like, oh God, can I get a hint on the name? Because I know who this is, but I can't think of his name.
Let me figure out where they're from. You said you think one's from Texas.
He's like, I'm 99% sure one of the freshmen is from Texas because he almost went to Utah. Like he was supposed to go to Utah.
He's not from Texas. Let me see the third one. This guy is from Texas.
Okay.
You want a hint on the name?
Yeah, I need a hint on the name because it's like generic. If I remember correctly.
Do you want like his initials? What hint do you want? It's a very boring name. Like it's a very generic name.
Yeah, I know. What are his initials?
CS.
CS.
I feel like I could just tell you these.
CS.
This is
God, I can like think of his graphic. Can I get like? Do one of his names have like a famous person named this?
I mean, yeah, both of his names have had a lot of famous people with.
Okay, can I get one?
Like one of the names? Like
one of the names. Just give me a famous person with the name.
Like, so you want his full name, or do you not want me to say the name?
Don't say his full name yet, but like tell me like the first name. Tell me like a famous person with that same name.
Okay. There is a former president who has the same last name.
Gerald Ford.
Do you want the former president?
It's Carter Stewart.
Carter Stewart.
Yes.
Is a 3-star recruit in the class of 2026 as a safety.
Yeah, and the other one.
There's two more.
There's two more?
There's a corner and a safety. I could just tell you.
There's two more. No, I want to guess more.
It's going to be the entire segment.
Do I know who, like, can you give me, like, a recruiting battle either of these guys were in?
A recruiting battle?
Like, who else recruited these kids?
I have no clue. I'm going to just be so honest with you.
Who? All right, just tell me. I don't want to take up more time.
The other safety is Brody Jones.
God, jeez. I should have gotten that. He, was Cincinnati was in the mix for him.
And the corner that you did not say was the third highest ranked DB commit for Mizzou in 2026. It is Trishundan Neal.
Trishundan Neal, I don't know.
Oh, no Trishundan Neal recollection for Payton. Well, maybe you'll see him this year. He's from Liberty. He's from Liberty North.
Wait. Wasn't there a kid that committed to Mizzou over a bunch of FCS schools that we didn't name?
Don't remember. Our expert for this is not in the pod right now.
Kenny's gonna be really mad if we don't find out who that is.
We'll have to. Wait, you're saying I missed someone?
I think you might admit, unless
I put in all of the people on the roster.
Okay, remind me of the freshman corners: Trishundan Neal,
the freshman corners,
Jackson Gates.
Those are the only two listed as corners on the roster. Jaden McGregory, Brody Jones, Carter Stewart, and Graham Faust are all listed as safeties.
I feel like we're missing someone.
I have Command F cornerback into the roster again. I will read you all of the names. Chris Graves Jr., Sione Laule. Cameron Keys, Jaleel Florence, Nick Deloach, Jackson Gates, Nasir Pogue, Trishundan Neal, and Al Pogue is the cornerbacks coach.
All right.
That's all your corners.
Good
job, Payton.
I'm going to pull up the roster as well, just because now I need it for all those names. That took forever. There's too many kids on this team.
Took a lot of time. That's okay. So should we start with Kenny's question, or do you want to start with my question, or do you want to start with your question?
Why don't we go with your question?
You want to go with my question? I'm very curious about the top of this corner room because obviously it is expected to be filled by two of these transfers, presumably Chris Graves Jr. and Jaleel Florence. I think are the presumptive, number one and number two guys that will fill both the corner spots. It's interesting, Payton. This will be the first time since 2020, the 2024 season, that Mizzou has completely shifted its corner room to two new people. I went back. The day one starters or the game one starters for Mizzou at corner, 2020, it was Ennis Rakestraw and Jarvis Ware. 2021, Ennis Rakestraw and Ish Burdine. Then 2022 and 2023 was the Rakestraw Cad years. Then they went to Dre Norwood and Toriano Pride for the next two seasons. So they will be coming off 2 years of having the same two guys, going completely to two new players. and 2 new transfers in Chris Graves Jr. and Jalil Florence. I'm kind of
assuming it's Jalil Florence.
Assuming it's Jalil Florence. Obviously, Kenny has a Nick DeLoach question, so I won't step on that. I think it's going to be those 2 guys. And my question, Payton, is can those 2 have potentially a 2023 Rakestraw CAD type of impact? Now, Rakestraw in 2023, 35 tackles, 4 pass deflections, and a forced fumble. CAD had a pick, 12 pass deflections, and 51 tackles. Neither Jalil Florence or Chris Graves have really gotten near that their last seasons before transferring were both their best statistically. 33 tackles for Graves, 27 for Florence. Only 1 interception between them last season. Some of that is, of course, if you're a good corner, they don't throw at you a lot. But I'm wondering if these 2 guys can reach, either that level or maybe even a Rakestraw / final 6 games of Toriano Pride's time at Mizzou, because I thought he really found a good groove toward the end of the season. And I was just thinking about that as a potential ceiling raiser for this defense if we have a case of, if the pass rush isn't as strong as it has been, if someone doesn't really emerge there, can, these 2 guys be good cover corners and make Mizzou a hard team to throw against? I don't know. We'll see how well they translate, but I'd feel pretty confident in Chris Graves, especially. Florence has had an interesting career. He, of course, came to Oregon in 2022, played a bunch in 2023 as a sophomore, then got injured, and then just got passed up last year. He missed the entire 2024 season with that injury. So I wonder if he can come back. I feel like he's going to play with a chip on his shoulder if he can really, nab that last starting spot, make it his own. Yeah, that's my spiel. I wonder if it's possible. I'm curious what the ceiling for those 2 are. I think it's hard to project coming from 2 new teams, but I don't know. Al Pogue is up there, I think, with one of the more trusted coaches on this staff and what he's done with Mizzou corners. I think he maybe do something similar with those 2.
Yeah, I doubt they kind of reach those heights. I mean, that's their 2023 season is arguably the best corner season Mizzou's had. And I, of course, do say that, knowing that I didn't watch 99% of Mizzou's seasons before. But I mean, to have a year where both guys get drafted, one in the 2nd round in Ennis and one in the 5th round in CAD, hard to top that. I agree. I think Chris Graves is kind of the man in that unit right now. I certainly think he has to be. Mizzou lists him as having 9 starts at corner at Ole Miss last year. Of course, that was a very successful team that reached the college football playoff semifinals. In fact, I looked it up on PFF. He was in the top 10 highest graded defenders in the playoff semifinal round. So certainly has done it effectively at a very high level. When Ole Miss played Miami that round, Miami doesn't have any slouches out wide. Didn't have slouches out wide last year. So I think, like you kind of mentioned, it is more dependent on who can kind of step up next to him. Can they get a stable enough play beside him? Whether that be Jalil Florence, I do think it'll be one of the Oregon corners. Whether it's Jalil Florence, whether it's Sione Lale, he's certainly Lale has the most enticing kind of physical tools to me. 6'4", 200, biggest guy in the room for sure. Of course, that hardly means it'll translate. Far from it. He has to go out and actually play, but certainly an intriguing player there. Then you do have guys like Nick DeLoach, who played a lot in 24. That's probably the most positive I can say about his 24, but he did play a lot. Really didn't play at all last year. And it'd be really cool to see one of like Jackson Gates or Cameron Keys step up and carve out a role in year 1, but I don't think you're necessarily banking on that. This is a position that I've always been a bit frustrated at how they've kind of neglected in the portal. I don't think you can say they did that this year. bringing in Graves. I think Graves is one of the better players they brought in out of the portal. I think he's a guy that steps in immediately as your CB1. Of course, Toriano Pride was kind of that similar mold, but they kind of brought in Toriano Pride and said, all right, that's good enough. This time they're supplementing him with a couple other transfers. I would not, like you said, I do kind of, if I had to guess right now, I would say Florence is starting opposite of him. But I do like that they got two guys from Oregon to kind of supplement with Graves.
Lale started his career at the College of San Mateo in California before he went to Oregon. He was, I think, the number 2 JUCO prospect coming out of there. So, I mean, he's had a pretty interesting journey. Both him and Florence have just had kind of interesting journeys. Florence was like the opposite, where he was a high-rated recruit, played early, then got passed up, had to deal with some injury stuff. Yeah, I'm intrigued. And I mean, that kind of feeds right into Kenny's question, Payton, which was, will Nick Deloach finally become a dude for Mizzou? Yeah, it has felt like, he has been in that rotation. You mentioned his 2024 season. I don't know that you're all that moved with his production at that position. I don't know that I am either. And like you said, with the depth they've added in the portal and the potential of some of these freshmen, we'll mention one of them when we say Kenny's prediction. I mean, you already mentioned him. It's Jackson Gates, but we'll get to the actual prediction. I'm not sure he will. I like, obviously he's got the experience at Mizzou. He's not having to come into a new environment and figure any of that out, but I don't know. You do have to wonder if is it ever going to happen for him in terms of making one of those spots his own.
With Nick Deloach, I mean, unfortunately for him, I still do mostly think of him for the South Carolina game, just that final drive, him kind of getting beat like a drum. There's no other way to really put it. I mean, they had, I think it was 2nd and 10, still well behind, well back of midfield was South Carolina. And, maybe it's a call, it's a schematic thing, bad defensive play call from Batoon to go man, but Nick Deloach did not hold up well in the brightest moment. It would be really cool to see him kind of bounce back like that. I mean, when I do remember in 2024 when we saw like the fact that Deloach was kind of rotating in with Pride next to Norwood, kind of set off alarm bells because he was, I believe, only a redshirt freshman at the time. And we saw how it worked in execution. Both Pride and Deloach were not very good in 24. Luckily, Norwood was very good that year and kind of masked a lot of the issues. But certainly last year, not playing as much could have helped him get the game experience under your belt. Now you get a chance to kind of step back and see the game more. That said, I think Mizzou went out and got 3 transfer corners for a reason. I would be surprised to see Deloach as CB2 on this team. Now, if he is, that could be a positive because I do think Lawrence and Lale have some pedigree behind them, have some buzz. But I don't expect it at this point in time.
Payton, by the way, was referencing this 39-yard pass from Lenora Sellers to Dale Von Campbell for 39 yards,
I believe,
with 27 seconds left in that South Carolina game. 2 plays later, they scored the game-winning touchdown. That was in 2024. Yeah, I'm with you. I really just think, and I feel pretty confident in Florence, and Laule just has the pedigree as well. I think it might be, there could potentially be a passed up on the depth chart situation. But you're right. If all those guys are all healthy and all playing and Nick Deloach just goes out and plays better than them, I think that will bode very well for Mizzou's corners too. There's definitely some potential there. He finished that 2024 season with 23 tackles and 4 pass deflections. That's right up there with any of those guys in terms of statistics. So, if he can replicate that, and it just has to come with some improvement in the coverage stuff. What is your question for this room?
To So I'm going to actually throw in two because we've kind of neglected to talk about the safeties.
I was hoping we get to them.
So I will throw in two here. My first question is just more for the safeties, and that's going to be who kind of steps into the star role. And we'll touch on that first.
I have a prediction already. I made my prediction on this.
Okay. So I think there's a fair amount of options there. I mean, Elijah Dotson and Kensley Loiter Faustin seem to be kind of the main two that come up for that spot. That certainly would make sense to me. Dotson is kind of a guy that seems like a bit of a tweener, but I'm not sure if he's like quite the build that we're used to seeing out of that position. Because the star role, even when it wasn't necessarily called that going back a bit, has been really well held down under Drake between almost exclusively Dalen Carnell. I mean, Dalen Carnell held that role the last 3 years and did it very well. You were not ever really stressing about Dalen Carnell at that spot. It unfortunately seems to have worked against Carnell a bit for his future in the pros. He was kind of too big to be a safety and like just not good enough coverage wise, but a bit too small and maybe not enough physicality to be a linebacker. But it really worked for this Mizzou defense. And of course, before that, even you had friend of the show, Martez Manuel, holding that role down. So now it's kind of like maybe the first time in a long, long time that it's kind of felt open-ended at this position. If I had to guess right now, I'd say it would be Elijah Dotson. I mean, he's a guy that was super hyped. He did have a surgery, if I remember correctly, throughout the offseason. And Loiter Faustin's name has kind of come up a lot. So maybe you see a little bit more of a mix and match at the star than you've seen in years past. Maybe they like one guy more on coverage downs. They like the other guy more if they need to stop the run or just it's a short yardage deal. That remains to be seen. Otherwise, I think safety is pretty well held down. Santana Banner is obviously going to be out there. I wouldn't be shocked if he leads Mizzou in snaps this year. That's not my prediction per se, but it would not shock me. I mean, there's that very mythical 40 time he ran in the offseason. He's got all the tools. He's a Sunday guy by measurables alone. So I expect him to have a pretty massive role on this defense. Next to him, I don't know particularly who. It could be Trajan Greco. I think he'd probably be someone you expect. I'd love to see CJ Bass get in a little bit. He could be someone at the star. Jadon Blair's a total wild card because he's literally maybe the most, like, he could be a guy on Bruce Feldman's freak list. I mean, he's 6'5", 213. I have no idea how well he runs. I think Jack Sobel, friend of the show who covers Notre Dame for Blue and Gold Illustrated, said he's a pretty damn good runner too. So certainly not a guy that maybe you expect to see this year because he's just got a lot of molding to be done, but definitely someone I would not be surprised if he's a bit of a star on this defense in the future, maybe both literally and figuratively. But the safety group, I think, is pretty well set outside of the star position, and there could be a lot of rotating there.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, I don't know. Do you think about if you want to get Louis Faustin and Dotson on the field, could you try, Louis Faustin next to Santana Banner as that free safety role? I think you do need to figure out who you're going to get, to kind of anchor that spot down. But there is enough depth in this room that you can have rotation, I think.
Yeah, there's a lot of moving parts here. And I mean, we've mentioned it before. They really prioritized a lot of potential in the portal. I think that's kind of really shown in the safety room, where it's a lot of guys that maybe don't have the production yet. I don't think Loiter Faustin, Dotson, or Blair really played much this past year. But they're all guys that seem to be very high ceiling. You really hope you can kind of coach him up a bit. Dotson, I think, to me, is the exciting one because that's a guy that Michigan really wanted to keep in the fold going through the coaching change. So we'll see there. Also, Dotson's from Belleville up in Michigan, I believe. That's the same spot that Jeremiah Beasley is from. So I do think that's worth bringing up. But
it is. Did you have a second question?
Yeah, my second question is you and I, before the show even started, we went back and just looked through kind of some of the turnover numbers, particularly interceptions. It's really in 21 and 22, the first two 12-game regular seasons turned into 13-game seasons under Drink. We saw Mizzou's secondary, by my count, had 10 interceptions in both of those years. That number's dropped quite a bit ever since. It went down in 23, 24, and 25. Last year, Mizzou had a total of 7 interceptions, and only 5 of them came from Mizzou DBs. 2 of them came from Toriano Pride. The other one came from Marvin Burks, who's now at Wisconsin. 1 from Santana Banner, and 1 from Dalen Carnell, who is also no longer with the team. So you have what you have here is essentially 1 returning interception from last year's team. Now,
and your presumptive starting corner didn't have any in his last season either.
Yeah, exactly. Now, I'm largely of the mindset that turnovers are very luck-oriented, like most of the time. You have ball hockey corners that know how to kind of undercut sometimes, but it can lead to them getting burned. But a lot of the time, interceptions are like a matter of being right place, right time, badly thrown football. But, man, seeing those numbers just drop so much, I'm thinking like my question for the secondary as a whole is there any way to create more turnovers like on this defense? That was like a big thing. I think Blake Baker would always talk about like creating, I know he would always say like havoc mostly, but like creating turnovers. And I don't think Batoon's done a bad job. Please do not take this as me saying, gosh, I wish we had a better defensive coordinator who emphasized turnovers more, because Missouri's defense has not been the problem the past couple of years. But it would be really nice, especially breaking in a quarterback with 2 career starts who has a bit of a reputation for being a bit gung-ho, having some turnover issues. It'd be really big if Missouri themselves could create some easier opportunities from the offense, kind of set yourself up with short fields. That's just kind of my big question. Overarching the defensive backs is there any way they can create more turnovers than they have the past few years?
I'll be watching that too, because like I said, I wonder how much that's going to impact even more with, if this pass rush is just not as strong with a lack of super talented dudes, and you're banking on a guy like Darius Smith to be elite player. I think it's a good question. I'm not sure. I think we need to wait and see just how impactful, especially some of these corners can be. Can Santana Banner, keep up what he did last year, and continue to be that every down super productive safety? Does he add some turnover game into the mix? It'll remain to be seen. One man on this show thinks is going to get an interception, Payton, is the highest ranked recruit in the DB room coming in. It's Jackson Gates, which that's Kenny's prediction. He thinks Jackson Gates is going to have at least.
Can we add him to the room and have him explain it?
I think we should. Yep.
No, I think we should. Let's add him to the room right now. Kenny Van Doren.
Kenny Van Doren has joined the show. I mentioned he'd be on for quick hits. Now he's here a little early. Kenny, Jackson Gates, a 4-star recruit in the 2026 class. You think that Payton won't have to worry about Mizzou having 0 interceptions from its secondary this year, because he's going to get at least 1 pick? That's your prediction.
Yeah, I've been very safe with my predictions so far, and I thought, why not go out on a limb and do this one? Dante McClellan had an interception. He had a pick 6 last season. I don't think anyone would have predicted that. Weird things happen in those cupcake games at the start of the year. Maybe opportunities arise for him to be on the field for 10, 15 snaps. See what happens in that secondary.
Limited
does he
window,
seem-
only 3 cupcake games this year.
I know. I'm still getting on the. Well,
3.
okay. I just wanted to.
3 of them.
Okay. I don't think he's going to play in one of those.
You shouldn't talk about Ole Miss like that.
I'm
He's
not talking
talking-
about Ole Miss. Ole Miss, leave me alone.
He's talking about Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's the angriest fans? Oklahoma?
Yeah,
For our
they,
purposes.
they seem to get angry about a lot of things. Probably because they live in goddamn Norman.
I'm intrigued by Jackson Gates. I mean, he's a high-ranked recruit. Like, how much can they maybe get him on the field outside of those cupcake games that you speak of? But I like it, Kenny. It's a good prediction. Payton, do you want to share yours or do you want to hear mine?
Yeah, I'll say mine. Mine is not very groundbreaking. I'm gonna say, I don't know. I'm just like gaga over measurables and like just looking at how tall and how big a guy is. I think Sione Lalale is going to, maybe not at the beginning of the year, but by the end of the year, we'll be playing 70% of the snaps a game.
Ooh.
I believe in one of those Oregon transfers stepping up next to Chris Graves. I think it's going to be the 6'4", 200-pound guy. I think now if Jaleel Florence is the guy and he's playing great, I'll be happy to be wrong about this one. But I'm going to go with Sione Lale, the CP2 mostly by the end of the year, and he plays more than 70% of the snaps a game.
I like it. I want to see, if one of the two of them can kind of separate themselves. I think again, they both are going to come in with chips on their shoulders with, I think, how their careers have kind of progressed.
Ruffles?
What?
Doritos?
Oh, chips on the type of chip. Let's go with the is it Old Vienna? No, what's the Old
Bay?
No, Old Bay is seasoning. I don't remember what they're called. It's like Old Vienna or something. Those chips, they're good.
It's Old Vienna. Yeah.
Oh, nice. It has the salt and vinegar
What's
chips.
the
St. Louis?
what are the jalapeno chips at like Subway and whatnot? Miss Vicky's.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I was thinking of, was the Miss Vicky's chips. We'll go with those. My prediction does concern this star question that I think Missouri has. I think there are a lot of, like Payton said, banking on the future. There's a lot of really talented players here. I think Jadon Blair is a guy we're going to be talking about a lot a year from now, with what his potential is. I was texting with him about Jack Sobel in terms of how Notre Dame kind of saw him coming in and getting a chance to maybe do that elsewhere. But my prediction is going to be for Elijah Dotson. I think he's going to have that star position anchored down by like week 5. I think the Michigan stuff, wanting to keep him, is really real. He did play a lot at the beginning of the season for Michigan, and then kind of dropped off a little bit. I think he had to refigure some stuff out. I think the change of scenery will be good. I love the Belleville connection. Mizzou has gotten to know that area very well, and it's worked a little bit for them. And I think they've identified a good one here in Dotson. So I'm just going to say he has that star role locked down, similar to Peyton's prediction with, is it Laole, Kenny?
Yeah.
Laole.
We did this before, didn't we? Didn't we go on his Oregon page? Because I think
Probably.
Oregon has a pronunciation
where they say it. I think similar to Peyton's prediction with Laole, I think Dotson will have that star role, taking the bulk of the snaps by like week 6. I think he's going to be a good player.
Me too.
So
I'm hoping.
there you
Had a
go.
surgery on, what was it, Kenny?
It tore his labrum. I meant to say
Labrum.
that.
shoulder.
Shoulder.
Yeah.
Labrum.
Successful. I think he was cleared right at the beginning of August.
Yeah, the week before I talked to him at fall camp, he said that's when he got officially cleared. So there was really no worries around it.
So yeah. It's interesting looking at his game log. He had that good game against Nebraska, and then it kind of just dipped off his playing time. Quick look back at last year. Payton predicted that Dalen Carnell and Jalen Catalon would both make an all-SEC team and get drafted. Both of them.
I don't think either.
Don't
I don't
believe
think
either
any of those 4 things happened.
Don't believe either of those things happened. Kenny said Caleb Flagg was going to get at least 40 tackles for Mizzou.
Okay, that doesn't count. Come
Caleb
on.
Flagg finished the year with 4 tackles.
Yeah, Jack, you know why he finished the year with 4 tackles?
Because he got hurt?
No, he entered the transfer portal. He
entered the transfer portal.
Because he wasn't going to play much.
That take age.
So would he have gotten 40 tackles on the sideline?
He had 4 through one game. You have 4 through all 10 games. That's 40 tackles.
Did he just enter the portal and never? So he's at UCF now.
UCF.
There you go. Golden Knights. Rocco Marriott.
He does have 115 tackles in his career. And then I weirdly didn't make a prediction. I must not have been on that show.
No, you did. Why don't you read it?
I didn't. No, I didn't.
Did.
This maybe should worry you if you're an Elijah Dotson supporter, because I clearly do not know how to analyze the star position, because I thought it was going to be Mose Phillips last year, and I said he was going to lead Mizzou in tackle grade.
Where did he end up?
What would Dalen Carnell have been doing?
I don't know.
Where did Mose Phillips end up?
Oklahoma State.
That's it. Yeah, I knew that.
Mose Phillips had 4 tackles last year. I don't know what his tackle grade was, but probably didn't lead the team.
He was playing with like the freshmen.
Yeah, against UMass.
Did you guys talk about Ludau Feston, Kinsley, Ludau Faston?
Yeah, we mentioned him. Was there anything we should have specifically said?
I think he's the starting star.
Okay, I said.
Well, that's honest, like the, I think that's.
I honestly, if I were guessing, I'd think they'd rotate both of them in and out for specifically like cover. Maybe they like one more in coverage. Maybe they like more in run support.
I think Dotson's going to take it from him.
Okay, well, one of us will be right.
There you go.
So,
all right, there's the secondary. A look at it.
One last thing before we leave. Kenny, do you want to guess the 2 DBs I didn't get when we went through the roster?
Yes.
Oh, man, I love doing that too.
Do you want to try and get them all quick?
Yeah, I can try if you want me to.
Okay, go ahead. I have them sorted by transfers, newcomers, or freshmen and returners, so I can help you.
How many in total are there? Like 13? 14?
There are, I forgot to count them all.
More than that.
There's like 20.
Wow.
3, 6.
Okay.
Yeah, I got all but 2, I think is what
12.
It was.
Should I do like corners first?
I think there's exactly 20.
You can do whatever you want. I did
you
safeties first.
I'll do corners first. Ahmad Billins, Jackson Gates.
Oh my God. Ahmad Billins is the one we didn't get.
Because he's listed as a defensive back, so that's why you didn't see him. I don't know why.
I knew it.
Why are we doing that, Mizzou?
Yeah, well, asking Mizzou why there's issues with their online roster.
He is listed as a
really. I mean, that's the question everyone asks.
Who did he commit to Mizzou over?
Mercer and Jacksonville State.
That's it, Knowlton. That's what I was missing. You
nailed it. There was. Payton was like swearing there was someone like that, and I was like, I don't know the recruitments of all these guys, Payton. I'm sorry.
Okay, so what did I say? Ahmad Billins, Jackson Gates, Cameron Keys, Nicholas Deloach Jr., Sione Laule, Chris Graves. Who else am I missing? How many more corners am I missing?
Dude, you went so fast.
I know you're missing one.
I have at least
Jaleel Florence.
At least
Jaleel
2.
Florence.
Yep.
Am I missing one more?
You're missing one.
Did you say the son of the coach?
Oh, Nasir. Sorry, Nasir Pogue.
No, you're missing one more.
Yeah, did you say
one more?
I don't think he said this guy.
Is he a transfer? No, I said Cameron Keys. I said Cameron Keys.
No. He's a freshman.
Jackson Gates.
Oh, he might have missed it. I don't think he said the same one that you said that you missed.
Jackson Gates, Ahmad Billins.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Trishon Daniil. My bad.
Yes, that was one I didn't get.
Yeah, everyone should know that.
Yeah, my bad.
I didn't get
that's all the corners.
and Ahmad Billins out of that one.
Yeah, Payton did not remember Trishon Daniil, and he needed me to compare one of the safeties to a.
Yeah, one of the safeties we took like 5 minutes for me to get because I knew exactly who it was and I couldn't think of his name.
All right, safeties: Santana Banner, Jadon Blair, Kinsley Ludare Faustin, Elijah Dotson. That's 4. Trajan Greco, Jackson Hancock. 6.
You got 2 more returners.
Brody Jones.
Brody Jones was the last one I missed, and I was not happy I missed Brody Jones.
Flip from Cincinnati. Jaden McGregory, flip from Louisville. Missing Carter Stewart, flip from Utah. That's kind of funny. All three of them are flips.
Peyton needed me to.
I didn't know he was actually a Utah commit. I just said they were going against Utah for him.
Oh yeah, he was committed there.
Peyton needed me to say
he had to say Jimmy Carter was
like I had to be like he's a former. He shares the last name of a former. His first name is the last name of a former president.
Yeah, I could not think of his name, dude.
How many more do I have?
You are missing one freshman and one returner.
Missing a freshman?
Yes, I don't believe you said.
Wait, did he say?
I said all three freshmen.
Who?
There are four. There are four freshmen listed as safety.
Oh, who am I missing?
The one you're missing is the one I said first because I said Kenny will be proud of me.
He's the lowest ranked of the entire DB.
He's
He's a legacy.
Yes.
Graham Faust. Sorry, that's on me. I was trying to think of the walk-ons too. He's a walk-on, or like partial walk-on. Yeah, that's my bad. I feel so bad. I hope his dad's not watching this. Okay, who else am I missing?
You have one more returner.
One more. He's sophomore? True sophomore. Oh, I guess there's no such thing.
He's a second-year player.
Oh, CJ Bass. I'm sorry. Oh.
That is, you already said him. There is another.
I didn't say CJ Bass.
I was gonna say I don't know if he said CJ Bass.
There's another one.
Another sophomore.
I had never heard of this kid.
Oh, is he a walk-on?
I would assume
has
so.
to be.
Is it Maddox something?
Yes.
Hartenstein?
Hermistroff.
Hermistroff, yeah. We follow each other on the Mizzou Today Instagram.
Oh.
I didn't notice his last name, but yeah, Maddox.
From Mundelein, Illinois.
He's a walk-on. I think he did the walk-on tryouts last year.
He does not have a bio.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing on the Mizzou page about him, even like where he came from, high school, nothing.
Well, he's from
Minnesota? Is that Minnesota?
Mundelein, Illinois.
Oh, Illinois.
Kenny's encyclopedia roster can come to the fold in this show. He's allowed to unleash his talents.
Yeah, wait till we get the special teams. Peyton's gonna be a dead man.
Oh, he doesn't know.
He does not know.
He doesn't know.
No, I do.
If you guys had the other doc, if you guys checked the other doc of the planner that I've had,
I saw it.
You would know that we do not have a special teams preview scheduled. Just for Kenny. All right, stick around. We're gonna go to quick hits. Finish out the show. Talk some Tigers in the Wild and head. All right, quick hits time. We'll finish up the show. Thank goodness we have Kenny because we need to do the Daily Dozen. Me and Peyton, how many always do bad? Peyton, how many are we going to get?
We're going to get 5.
Woo!
My brain's feeling pretty groggy.
You have to get this one, Peyton. This is all you.
Yeah, we're probably not going to get 5.
This one is.
Oh, yeah. NHL, I'll
Jack.
just leave the room because my answers don't get considered.
Yeah, that's true, actually. Jack got it right last time.
He
NFL.
did.
Nickname Hollywood. Baltimore took this wide receiver in round 1 out of Oklahoma, and then he had over 1,000 yards in 2021 for the Ravens before getting traded to Arizona.
Marquise Brown.
Is he still at Arizona?
I honest to God think he might be out of football.
Wow.
That is a good question.
Hollywood Casino. Why were you Googling that?
Because I wasn't.
Give me your best Eagle call. Either one of you.
What American League team played their home games at George M. Steinbrenner Field in 2025?
That's a good question.
Boston Red Sox.
No.
Oh my God.
The Rays.
Saying that as your guess is like sacrilege.
I don't care.
NHL. What Eastern Conference team won the Stanley Cup final the season prior to the 2004-2005 lockout? Jack?
Ooh. Let's go for.
Do you know this, Peyton, or no?
I have a guess.
I have 3 in my head. I have 3 in my head that I'm.
Spit them out. Spit them out fast.
The Rangers.
No.
The Flyers. And
no, it's not the Flyers. That one I'm 100%.
And the New Jersey Devils.
The Rangers haven't won since 1994. That was the year.
I think the Flyers are in a similar boat.
Yeah.
I think it's the Lightning, personally.
I remember. I know that there's a Lightning win somewhere.
But it might have been 02 or 01.
New Jersey
Yeah.
Devils.
Why I'm hesitating.
Shall I just do it? Lightning.
New Jersey Devils.
We can double dip
It
after.
could be the Devils. It really could be the
All right,
Devils.
we'll go Devils because Jack's always
I
right.
think it might be the Devils.
Ah.
Damn Lightning.
Geography. After Oklahoma City and St. Paul, what is the most populated multi-word U.S. state capital?
Multi-word. So there's Carson City in Nevada. There's
That's a good one. Honolulu, Austin.
What's Wash? Oh, Seattle. What's Oregon's?
Oregon's is
Mount Saint.
It's Salem.
Salem.
I think it's
Oh, no.
Salem.
What was it? Isn't one of them like St. Helen or something?
Hey, you're thinking of Helena, Montana.
Helena, Washington, or
No.
Montana.
Helena, Montana.
Salt Lake City?
Jefferson City.
Salt Lake City is definitely bigger than Jefferson City. I would go with that. That was
I
a
don't know
good
if
guess.
it's
That was
capital.
a good guess. Oh, dude. New Orleans?
Oh, that's is that Tom Holland and then
It's
Professor
definitely
X?
Tom Holland. I don't know who. Or
That's
Patrick
Professor-
Stewart.
Is
Yeah.
New Orleans not the capital?
I don't know that it is.
Yeah, it
I
is.
think it's
It is.
Shreveport.
New Orleans has got to be bigger than Salt Lake City.
It's Patrick what?
Patrick
Stewart.
Dempsey. Stewart?
Why are you typing Dempsey?
Oh, celebrity mashup for the win! Look at us.
Wow. You guys got
Snacks
that
and
fast.
candy. Nibs are a bite-sized variety of what licorice brand? Candy brand.
Twizzler. No?
I
Gotta be
think you're
Twizzler.
right.
Woo! We got 4. Television. Katie Sagal got to
No
play
idea.
a more serious role as a female lead and matriarch of this acclaimed FX crime drama from 2008 to 2014.
I don't know who Katie Sagal is. I don't know TV from that era.
FX,
I don't know FX.
FX crime drama that only
don't know.
lasted 6 to 7 years.
Only lasted 7 years is crazy to say.
Well, I just
That's
think
a
of like
good-
Law and Order, which has been around for
Oh.
like 30 or NCIS.
That's also not FX.
Baton Rouge is the capital of Louisiana.
Yeah, I knew that. That's a 2-1.
That's not bigger
Dude.
than Salt Lake City. There's no way.
I mean, we
There's no
can't
way.
guess again.
Oh boy. What's the capital of California?
Sacramento.
I got 100
Salt
on that
Lake
test.
City
too.
is the capital of Utah. So, I
Yeah.
mean,
What's Michigan?
Detroit?
Detroit.
Yeah, it's
Or
only one
Lansing.
word.
It's Lansing. It's Lansing.
Albany.
Is it really Lansing?
It's Lansing, yes.
Oh,
It's
I
not
don't
New
remember
Jersey.
that.
There's no way it's New Jersey.
We're going back to
Is it DC?
That should not
No.
count. No, that shouldn't count.
The state. It says a state.
Winston-
Annapolis, Richmond, Virginia. What?
Let's do movies and music quick so we can go back to this
Over
one.
Delaware.
Movies. What 2004 horror comedy featured a pivotal action scene at the end with Queen's "Don't Stop Me Now" or "Don't Stop Me"? Is this
Horror
just
comedy?
like
Scary movie.
Scary movie.
yeah, the first one?
Sure. I honestly
All
am
right,
not
well,
sure.
wrong. Music. This
We don't
artist,
care. We want geography.
2012 song opens with "I hear your heartbeat to the beat of the drums. Oh, what a shame that you came here with someone."
So while you're here in my arms,
It's Kesha.
like we're gonna die young.
Guy Young.
Kesha,
She
Die Young.
apologized for that song.
It's you just need the
oh,
artist.
artist.
You need the artist.
Kesha. All right, well, we got our 5. Give me some random television show. All right, just smoke it. Okay, double dip. What do we think the geography one is?
I'm getting mad because I want to get this right.
It's not Salt Lake City.
Madison, Des Moines.
Oh
It's not Des Moines.
no,
There's
Salt Lake
no
City
way
is
Des
definitely
Moines-
bigger than Des Moines.
Jeff City, Little Rock, no. Jackson,
Maybe Little Rock.
What's Tennessee?
not Little
No, it's
Rock.
not. It can't be in Tennessee.
Knoxville.
Kentucky?
Tallahassee, Atlanta,
Lexington.
Lexington.
Lexington, Knoxville.
Alabama's is Montgomery.
What is Columbus? It's not
Mississippi?
that.
No way.
Harrisburg,
What is it?
Pennsylvania.
How on earth is it not Salt Lake City?
I'm shocked it's not Salt Lake.
What's Maine?
That it's not going to be
Romaine's
bigger. It's
population
Augusta or Portland.
I guess
what's
Baton
the
Rouge, is
capital
that our
of
next
Boston?
best
Is
guess?
Boston the capital of Massachusetts?
Yeah.
Providence, Rhode Island.
Is Baton Rouge our next best guess?
Or it's Warwick, Rhode Island, maybe. It can't be
It is Providence.
What's West Virginia? What's West Virginia's?
It's Huntington or
Pennsylvania? Ohio?
Harrisburg, Columbus.
Yeah.
South Carolina is Columbia.
What's North Carolina?
North Carolina's Raleigh.
Oh my God. This is a good question.
Kansas is like Wichita or Topeka. I think it's Wichita.
What's Arizona?
Huh?
Phoenix?
Santa Fe? The Santa Fe, New Mexico.
I think Albuquerque's the capital.
No.
Are you sure?
It could be Santa Fe.
Carson City was the other one we were thinking.
Carson, but it's definitely not.
There's
Carson
no way.
City.
You want to go Santa Fe?
Santa Fe, and I don't even know that that's right.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the
We do it or
capital is
no?
the thing. Your call, man. You're typing.
Should we just go to this one and take should we go to the hockey one?
Do the Lightning.
Oh,
We can only double dip once, so that's the thing. We only get one of these.
it's gonna be Carson City. Just do it. Just do it.
All right, well we got
nice.
It was the Lightning.
yeah.
What?
All right, I'll go movies
Yeah,
first.
hype it up.
Dawn of the Dead.
Oh.
Okay, I knew
Yeah.
that. That is
Yeah.
it's a famous scene.
Yeah.
Television, Sons of Anarchy. Okay, if we
wow.
Okay.
legit thought of something, that
Yeah.
We could have gotten that.
SpongeBob.
All right, geography. Last guesses.
If this is Santa Fe, Kenny, I'm sorry.
I'm
It's
shooting.
okay. It's okay.
I'm shooting with
You got
Carson
the
City.
NHL right.
I'm shooting
Carson
City.
City?
I think
Payton,
these
you
are all
Come
wrong,
on.
and I think it's Salt Lake.
Okay.
We guessed
Ready?
Salt Lake.
I know.
Just
And I think,
do a guess that's not Salt Lake.
Baton
Baton Rouge.
yeah, honestly, that's the only other one that makes sense to me because Little Rock's too small. It is.
It was Baton Rouge.
Wow.
I did not know Baton Rouge was that big.
I've been there.
And there's 60,000 people at that school, probably.
Yeah.
Gosh,
College population. Nice. All
that
right.
was a good one. That was a good.
That was a
one.
good. Yeah, that was a good
That was,
one.
that
You
was,
got
yeah, that was an enjoyable question.
five right.
We're very
Quick.
symmetrical on the board too. We got the right
Yeah.
side diagonal, left side row.
Made a cool shape.
Tigers in the Wild. Kenny.
My Tiger in the Wild comes from a post on X from NFL. This is just a crazy thing to read, and this is why preseason is so much fun. Shane Buechele finds Jamori Macklin, and he takes it 71 yards. Former Missouri wide receiver Jamori Macklin with the catch and run for the touchdown for the Bills.
I would like to qualify Kenny's statement of this is why the preseason is so much fun with the following text that I received yesterday. Two texts, actually. Quote, the NFL is as bad as the NBA right now. And NIL greater than sign NFL. Those were both from Kenny Van Doren, again, on Saturday, August 22nd.
Trivia. Name every school Jamori Macklin has ever attended.
Missouri.
North Texas,
Texas.
Mizzou,
That's all I know.
Kentucky. That's all three.
Yeah. High school.
Do you want
Cardinal
JJ
Ritter.
Hester's while we're at it?
What do you think so outside of North Texas, what do you think his career high receptions for a season was?
Both North Texas seasons.
Both, yes, but outside of those two seasons.
It has to be Mizzou. He did nothing at Kentucky.
6?
13.
Oh.
He did it twice at Kentucky.
He played 2 years at Kentucky.
24 and 25.
He's also still in the transfer portal. I'm
Um,
just kidding.
LOL.
Payton, your Tiger in the Wild.
My Tiger in the Wild is going to be JJ Hester. Just kidding. It's going to be Kevin Coleman. Made a sick catch yesterday in the preseason. I didn't look up his stats from this game. I'm pretty sure he's having a good off season though. His name's come up a lot in like their sort of, their Twitterverse, the Dolphins Twitterverse. And there's a lot of opportunities for playing time there.
He has been mentioned quite a bit. I've seen some posts. So it's exciting. He's a good player. Former 5-star recruit.
I don't think he was a 5-star.
He wasn't?
No.
I think he was a 4.
Oh, I'm thinking of is the other former Mizzou Dolphins
Other,
receiver, Theo
yeah,
Wease.
the one that stopped Kevin Coleman
My
from
bad.
being like a 4-year player at Mizzou.
Yeah. My Tiger in the Wild, we've gone too long without talking about it, or at least mentioning it. Ahmad Hardy, Pete Thamel added some news. It is official. Ahmad Hardy will miss the season opener.
Drinkwitz also said this.
Yeah, Drinkwitz also said it.
I wonder where Pete Thamel heard it from.
Yeah, I wonder
whatever.
who said it to Pete
I'm
Thamel.
crediting who wrote the article, which we have on the screen. I figured this as much. We'll see. Hopefully he can get back by the end of September. But he will not be there for week 1. And there you go.
I just hope he plays at this point. I really do. Yeah. It'd be really cool. If he comes out and just beast modes Kansas, awesome. If he has to wait till Mississippi State, so be it.
Yes.
He's going to come out to many men, right?
Yes.
No, that's a Twitter thing.
You got to.
Do you think he'd come out like first by himself, or do you think he'd just come out regularly with the team?
If he should come out.
If Mizzou is smart, they will have him do a thing solo.
I know they may want to do the no one player is bigger than the team, but I think he should get his moment.
That would be the dumb thing to do. He gets his moment. He's like one of the best players in the country.
He was one of the players that showed off the Troy jerseys, which we're going to talk about soon, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Maybe that's the one.
Maybe. I have a bonus one. My other Tigers in the Wild is going to be Hull City. They are a newly promoted Premier League team. Their nickname is the Tigers. There is a tweet on the Unwritten Rule about this. They beat Manchester United, and now I have decided that we as a podcast are going to become a Hull City podcast because they're the Tigers. I will.
What happened to what's their name?
Como, the Italian team?
No, Xabi Alonso's team.
Xabi Alonso is at Chelsea now, so we could also talk about them.
No, but before, what about that team? Are we done with
Bayer Leverkusen?
Bayer Leverkusen? Leverkusen. Still be a Bayer Leverkusen one. I just thought we'd try something new. And Hull City upset Manchester United. At one point, the stadium PA, I thought you guys would find this funny, told them that the scheduled trains to go back to Manchester were canceled. And then the fans chanted, "You're going home in a taxi," which I thought was pretty funny.
Why'd they get canceled?
They didn't get canceled. It was like a bit because they were losing the game.
I don't know soccer.
To Hull. But they're the Tigers, so I will come on. My Tiger in the Wild now during the season will be, if at least a bonus one. I'll read whatever their latest result was. Newly promoted. I won't go through the whole story, but look up how they ended up in the Premier League. It's really funny. There's a Spygate situation. That's my teaser. Yes. Headlines. Kenny.
Headline. I was at a wedding on Saturday when this dropped. A good thing that
another Mizzou player.
No, not. But it was Mizzou people. But Mark Mitchell commits to transfer to Kentucky after being granted 5th year of eligibility from Griffin McVeigh at On3. It is over. The saga has ended. Mark Mitchell is a Wildcat. Payton, we'll turn to you for comment.
Has it ended?
I said my piece last week. We'll see what happens.
I don't know that it's ended.
If he's ruled ineligible or what, I would think there's greater than 90% chance we're going to be seeing Mark Mitchell on the floor against Mizzou in January. I get it from Mark Mitchell's perspective. This is the biggest payday he'll get in his life. He's not going to make. I think Summer League was unfortunately a big reality check for him. It does not seem like the NBA is a viable option for him at this time. So, I mean, he's going to get $6 million from Kentucky. I get it. I don't have to like it, but I will respect it. Look, I would not be one to boo Mark Mitchell. I don't think. I have too many positive memories attached to Mark Mitchell. Particularly, I think about the border war that Mizzou won in Como. He was a enormous reason for that. And that's one of my favorite memories watching Mizzou basketball ever. So I would not boo him, I don't think, when he came back. But I know there's a big thing about maybe giving him a standing out. I don't think that would be very appropriate either, per se. I think he should just be treated like any other visiting player, just a ordinary boo. I don't think I know for a fact that I'm saying this, he's going to get booed out of the building in January. I know he's going to. I'm saying personally, I think he should just get the standard boo and end of it by the time his name is no longer the most recent one read. But it is what it is. I mean, I hope, it's crazy to say, but I hope Bryson Tiller plays a whole lot better than Mark Mitchell in that game.
Yeah, I'm not going to tell people how to feel about this. You guys can make fun of me of why I'm, such a big soccer fan and like that sport, but it's because my other favorite sport is being absolutely decimated by all of this nonsense. So that's how I mainly feel. It's just ridiculous that Mark Mitchell or anyone of in his position is allowed to come back to college basketball. It's stupid. And I feel that way about all of the ones that have gotten these TROs. They shouldn't be allowed to play. It's
Even Sterling Webb.
Oh shoot! I have to make an exception for my guy Sterling Webb. No, I mean I've said this. I said this.
I don't think Sterling Webb should be able to play either.
I agree. I just I find it. No, I said this to both of you off air. I would have rather not had Mark Mitchell been allowed to come back to college basketball at all. Than even if it meant Mizzou had him back. All of this is so silly. I don't know what to assume about players if they're leaving anymore. Our sport is broken. Payton, why don't you make some fun headlines? Not make some fun headlines.
Kenny, do you have any thoughts?
I mean, I don't really care.
I also don't care about.
I think it'll be a very entertaining game. I think that is the best part of it. At the end of the day, this is for entertainment purposes, and people will be entertained when Mark Mitchell comes back, and plays his former team.
I don't really take people's decisions like that personally.
Fair enough. We'll move on to costumes. Yeah. This headline comes from mutigers.com. Mizzou unveils throwback football uniforms for Memorial Stadium 100th anniversary game. I like them, guys. I don't know. I kind of dig them. Kenny, if you want to scroll down and show them off. It's crazy to say, but I think the Block M is done pretty well here. I like the old gold. You can say it looks like Vanderbilt or Colorado or whoever. Doesn't matter to me. It looks really good, in my opinion. I love the 6 columns on the helmet. I'm a fan of these. I think they look very, very good. I would like to see them stick around longer than just a game. Maybe rotate them in once every so often.
Why not make like a special thing where every homecoming game could even be like a throwback in some sense, considering how historic homecoming.
I think it's probably not so simple. I mean, Nike has to make these jerseys, these uniforms and everything, so it's probably not as simple as going to them and being like, "Hey, make us a special jersey for homecoming." But I mean, the idea is cool.
I'm a big fan of some of these teams that have been able to pull this off more recently. With when you look at the helmet, where it looks like the stitch on, like the old leather.
I agree.
See that?
It looks really cool.
The stitch where they make it look like leather. I think it's very unique.
It looks like genuine leather. Like that's very well done.
And the columns, I'll agree with you. That's a nice touch.
The decal is so smooth. I have the exact same opinion of Payton. I love these. I think they look really good. And
Mizzou, sell those helmets, please.
I hope they wear them more than once. I hope they wear them more than once. These would be cool. My headline, we're going to shift to one team Mizzou's playing. Oklahoma, Coach Brett Venables agree to new 6-year contract. I have made my opinion about Brett Venables felt on this show before. Not a fan, but he's going to be there for a while, or at least it's going to now cost a lot of money to buy him out if Oklahoma doesn't like the results. They're going to have a super good season this year now, so what's going to happen, but he is sticking around in Norman, Brett Venables.
Yeah, I'm just shocked by this deal. Like, I don't know. Like, I still feel I know they made the playoffs last year, but they also blew a massive lead at home to not a great Alabama team, a good Alabama team, but not Alabama. So I was a little taken aback that they were willing to commit this much to Venables. He's still a guy to me that feels like he could be fired at the drop of a hat. I mean, half of his seasons he's been 500 or lower, right? So I don't know. I would think Oklahoma would ask a little more of themselves.
I'm of the same belief. I don't. I'm not a huge fan. But he'll be there. He'll be there, Norman, for some time.
He's a fine coach. I was honest without that. Like when I sent that message in our group chat, and
Yeah, he's a
was
fine coach. I don't think he's a very
said
good one.
Is he
Payton
an
was like, "Kenny
Oklahoma
scored."
coach?
I don't think he's that
I
level.
mean, he's been to a playoff.
I mean, great defensive mind, but I don't know. I feel like Oklahoma should be.
He's an OC away. That's what some are
He's an
saying.
OC away.
Oh boy.
He's a right guard away from. I'll just throw something out there. One of my favorite things ever, and I'm not. I won't say his name. I don't think he'd even care. But we had a newspaper or like a magazine senior year of high school, and one of my friends wrote that the New York Giants were a right guard away from being the Kansas City Chiefs in 2019.
What a great take.
Wow, that is bold.
Right guard must be really important. Must be a lot more important than I realized, because
Curtis Piegler might be the X factor that puts Missouri into the playoffs this year.
Yep. There you go. All right, Payton, finish the show.
All right, 2019 Washington National of the Week. We are going to go with, I actually didn't pick. I just pulled up the baseball reference. Kenny, position player or pitcher?
Position player, first baseman.
I think we might have done all the first bit. Oh, let's do Matt Adams. Matt Adams got brought up in a group chat we're in today. Matt Adams played in 111 games for the 2019 Nats. I can't believe that. That's crazy. He had a 741 OPS, which in 2019 was good for an 86 OPS plus, because baseball in 2019 is as bad as it's ever been. It was not a good product back then. He bat 226, got on base 276, and slugged 465, hit 20 home runs, knocked in 56 runs. I don't even think he played in the postseason. Oh, he did. He had 4 plate appearances in the postseason. 1 in the World Series. He got on base, Kenny.
I don't remember.
I don't either.
I might have been in that game where they scored like 15 runs or 12
Yeah,
runs,
it probably was. When our favorite factoid happened, Michael A. Taylor.
Oh, yeah, when Martin Maldonado hit the home run.
Yeah, Michael A. Taylor. So here's a fun fact.
You want to end the show?
Sure. Yeah.
This one comes from our favorite TV series, The Today Show. Guys, how much money does a skunk have?
A smelly full. A stinking lot. A stinking lot of money.
That's a good one. Stinking lot.
It's not
a fart ton.
A fart ton?
How much?
No.
How much money?
How much money does a skunk have? Just 1 cent.
Ah, nice.
That's good.
Thank you, Sarah Lemire.
Thank you, Sarah Lemire.
You guys didn't like Sarah's last joke, but
Sarah's last joke.
She was slacking.
This one's better.
I like the last joke. I don't even remember what it was, but I remember liking it.
Thank you, Sarah. Thank you to all of you fine folks listening and watching from around the world. We will be back not next week. We'll be back on Friday. We will have running backs. Talk a little bit more about Ahmad Hardy. We'll talk about Jamal Roberts. It's our last position to preview, and others. We'll talk about more than just those two. But those are the headliners. So stick with us. We'll see you all next time.